Hello. So today I am doing my review of the Human Spirit Oracle by Jenna Della Grottaglia. So this is the box, and this deck has 44 cards in it. That's the inside, and then you pop them out. That's the inside. Okay, so this is the guidebook. It has a matte cover and it is full color, and the pages are also matte. So I'll just flip through quickly. There is an introduction, how to use the cards, some spreads as well, nothing sort of themed, just general spreads. And then the cards, they're 2 pages, full color picture of the card, the keyword and title of the card, upright and reversed meanings. So it's like that for all of them. And at the end, you've got about the creators. So that is the guidebook. These are the cards. So those are the backs. The cards are edged in a metallic green. As you can see, mine have already got scuffing on them. I'm not a fan of this type of gilding on the edges. It's sharp. I find it quite sharp. The cards themselves are matte, and for a mass market deck, a pretty decent cardstock, I guess. So let me show you what I paired it with. So first up, I paired it with the Midnight Magic. Turn these around. Here we go. I also paired it with the Sacred Rebels Oracle. So those are the backs of these. I edged mine in a red. Hopefully it's not going to shake too much. I'm doing it on my desk today, but I might not do that ever again. So this deck was a pre-order from last year, way last year. The cover of the pre-order didn't also match the cover of the book, so they went with this picture. But when I pre-ordered it, it had a different cover. I didn't see any of the cards in this pre-order. I decided to purchase it just based on the title of the deck and the cover of the deck. So when I got this, it was very surprising. This is not my aesthetic. I am not really into the way this deck looks. There were some cards in here that were really jarring. Like, had me going, no, don't like that. Really hate that. Actually, never want to see that card again. So that was surprising. Like I said, this pre-ordering thing, I'm very, very selective now in what I pre-order, but I'm still sort of dealing with the ramifications of the choices of past Chanel. So yeah, the aesthetic of the deck for me, some are okay. Like this one, I don't mind. There are some that are okay. I will tell you which ones I really do not like, that I find jarring. The way that the guidebook is written is really colloquial. It's very pedestrian, very informal. I don't really love it. So the guidebook for me is not fantastic, to be honest with you. And I don't really use the reversals with this deck. I just found that they just did not apply ever when I was doing them. So I didn't use them. Now, how I use this deck? Oh, is that wrecked? Oh, that's okay. There's just something sticky on there. This deck, I think they worked well together. I wanted something with a creative element, and I wanted something a little earthy and grounded, so I chose the mushroom deck. And I think visually as well, they were pretty lovely together. Like, look at that, gorgeous, these blues. So I did like the way all these decks worked. This particular deck is not one that I would pull on its own for a daily reading, just like a daily check-in, a 1-card pull. It doesn't work for me as a 1-card pull. It has to be with other decks, and it's sort of more, I guess you'd say, as a clarifier, or sort of just putting in like the theme of the reading, rather than being the meat of the reading. It's sort of the garnish. This one works well definitely with specific questions. So not so much like, what do my guides want me to know today? That's too vague. You have to ask something in particular, like, what is something I need to work on right now? And then you get your answers. So definitely be specific in your questions with this deck. So, I'll show you some of the cards. There we go, bang. Oh God, I don't like the way this card looks. It really creeps me out and I just don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. There's another one that's equally just disturbing to me and unpleasant. This one's not bad. I don't mind that. Some of the themes are really cool in this deck, a bit odd, a bit different. So I do appreciate those ones. I like anything that has sort of a message or subject matter that I have not read before. I'm like, wow, cool. I'm very curious about that. And I like getting new novel messages and things to work on or ideas to ponder. I guess you could use this as a bit of a creative deck because of the imagery is so fantastical and surreal. It might work in terms of being inspirational or kind of a muse for you in your creative endeavors. So I can definitely see that. I'm just not a big fan of these cartoon eyes, these over the top bugging out eyes. It reminds me of this show I watched as a kid. It was this gardening show with this chick who loved like grubs and dirt. And I'll put a picture in if I remember it. She's basically all eyes and mouth. But I just don't like the visual of this deck personally. So that's kind of what sucked. Sometimes too, how it read for me, it was hit and miss. Sometimes it was bang on. I love the aesthetic of this card. It's probably my favorite card in the deck, I would probably say. But sometimes I was like, I don't understand what you're telling me, lady. So it was hit and miss. Definitely has a bit of a circus kind of theme to it as well. If that's your thing, a bit steampunky, some of the images. Yeah, there's clowns. If you don't like clowns, this deck is not for you. Oh, here's the card, guys. Just, no, I don't like I don't like it. I understand why it's in there, but just, yeah, I don't know. As soon as I saw this card, I felt like just getting rid of the deck immediately. I was like, out you go. I'm not keeping it in my collection. But after having worked with it, I'm not sure. I don't mind the different colored edges on the side rather than on the bottom. That's something different. Don't mind that at all. But yeah, after working with it, I'm undecided. I don't know if I'm going to keep this deck or move it on. It is just mass market, so it's not like I've spent a lot of money on it. But we're going to have to wait and see. So I'll do a little spread and a reading now so you can see how it reads. This card also gorgeous. I love that one, the butterfly effect. Beautiful. Very, very nice. Okay, so the question I asked is, what is coming my way with this lunar eclipse in Scorpio? So for that, I got Master of Destiny paired with Receiving and Ace of Pentacles. So I'll read to you what Master of Destiny is. Ahoy there! You are at the helm of your ship, choosing the course and making the choices. You can chart your own map and decide where you want to venture. It won't always be smooth sailing. Sometimes the waters can get choppy and rough. That is okay. Because lucky for you, you captain this ship. Trust in yourself. Believe you can achieve your goals and dreams. It's okay to get scared or feel unsure. Remember, when you are on the right course, your sea legs won't fail you. Funny that we are traveling these many destinations to create our best destiny. Perhaps that is where the word destinations come from. And now give yourself a high five for charting these uncharted waters and fully understanding that you are the master of your destiny. Reverse. Oh, hi there. Are you just walking in a circle waiting for some other person to tell you where your destiny is? What is your plan? What is the goal? You cannot get from point A to point B if you don't even know where you were starting from. If you walk the same circle without changing course, you will create a trench-sized hole that you might find is hard to get out of. Let's take time to assess where you are and where you want to go. If you are nervous to chart your trail in ink, then let's try chalk, easily erased when you feel a wind of change in your sails. Take hold of the wheel and become the master of your own destiny. Shed the labels placed on you by others or by your past and create your own path. So, as you can see, by the way it's written, it's quite cash, real cash with the way it is. It's like, yay queen, and it's like, hey there, oh, you there, I spy with my little eye. Wishes were dishes, boy. I don't really love it, the way that it's written. It doesn't really do anything for me. But like I said, in reading, it's 50-50, but I'll show you my favorites. Okay, so look, majority of them are meh. The ones I absolutely hate the most are these two. I don't want to ever see them. Don't like them. So they're the ones I really can't stand. The ones I like, so I like these ones. I guess I don't know. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason, to be honest with you. Every time I see Forever Young, I've got to sing the song. So this is my absolute favorite, Commune with Nature. It's just got very autumn vibes and I'm digging it. Obviously the golden ones I like the most. The bit more abstract ones too, I guess, where it's like less of a person. I don't want it to be too realistic of a person. Like, for instance, like this one is just really too real life for me. Like, I feel that that's my, mum's friend Joan, and the same goes for this dude too. Like, that's the lollipop crossing dude. So I don't want really realistic people. But yeah, the bug eyes thing in a lot of, I wonder, did I choose any of the big eyes? Oh, I did, but she's got 3 of them. So maybe that's the thing I don't really like. Oh, she's got big eyes too. And so does she. So 3 of the pictures have the big eyes. The rest of them have just regular eyeballs. Or you can't see really their real eyes at all. So I think that was my biggest issue with the deck, was just the bulging eyes. And it's not all of them, as you can see. It's only for some of them. So it definitely has a steampunky vibe. A lot of the other images too, which doesn't do anything for me. I'm not really into steampunk. So I just don't know with this deck. I honestly don't know. It's a bit rando, It's not really something I chose with a lot of intention, and I'm unsure. It's going in the purgatory bin. Gonna have to work with it on quite a month when there's less decks to work through and just see, do I really love it, or is it just a bit meh? In which case it's got to go, because I just don't keep decks that I am not besotted with. So yeah, it's an odd one. Look, it's for a mass market deck, nice quality and all that. Like I said, the guidebook, oh, there you are, is a bit not for me. It could have been better. Like I said, the writing is a bit odd, so I don't love it. And yeah, I'll just have to, like I said, keep working with X. I've only worked with it for a week, and we'll see. I'll let you know later on. I might have a segment at the end of the year with decks that I was unsure of. Did I keep them or did I pass them on? But anyway, that is the Human Spirit Oracle by Jenna Della Grottalia. I hope that you are having a stupendous morning, afternoon, or evening. And as always, stay wild, Star Child.